When Pavan Chayda Garinapoda, Pavan Chayda Garinapo, now what happened? The spirit, man's spirit that was alive unto God, now become dead. See, Atmava Maranathila in the Varana, Atma in the Larthatilanda, Devo Maitrulla contact boy in the Lartha. Upon Indian Noigonum, man's Avana Pavan Chay the Garinapoda, Adathan the Manishan soul started developing. Spirit master writer, soul steward writer, body servant writer, the Kendata, Pavan Chay the Garina, Devo Matula Bentham Poi Karina immediately that is why is the living soul. The Manishan Anger alternative choice they would have. They were in the Vittu water have the soul here over here. A little Pisha on a motom Adira. That is one of the things why like he explained that. Okay? The thing is like Devatilana Avana spirit in a contact with the Karina Proteka, Devomatla Bentham Poi Karina Proteka immediately in the Kaparan Karchi in Proteka immediately in the other. He was naked, he started afraid of things. Huh? He started living by the information for the five senses. Now, you see that? Suppose, Indian Namalakana, Adam Totta, Jenichirikin the Ella Manishanum, soul developed, fully functional soul, Ola Victiaitana, Logathella Manishan. Denikinalla, Ella Manishan Jivikinanga. Adam in the Vicha wonder, Logathil Vanova and the Chodichale, now we are coming to a life of soul, soulish life. Because everything, the universities, everything what we learned, everything what we education is to the soul, not to the spirit. Oh, is that me? So Deva Manishina Sistita, Avanda soul in a function under, it's a steward, it's a steward. Soul was not supposed to be the master, the soul was supposed to be always under the spirit, and the spirit has to be always connected with God. Spirit connected with God, because the God is dwelling in the man's spirit, and then the soul is just a steward, and the body become just a servant. Are we following? Are we following? What happened is that the minute Adam committed the high treason, what happened is that the spirit, which was the master, he lost. He got out. Now, man become a soulish person. Because his soul, he is now living by the knowledge of good and evil. He is living by the information. Every subject that we see in the earth, like physics, chemistry, whatever you see, it's the knowledge of good and evil. See that? The knowledge of good and evil. Basically, it's a diversified, the divide is the bone of the math, science, and Manishana, run the life on the Mumbai and Dirno, Adam run the life on Dirno. God dwell inside of him and living by the life of God. That's the Zoe life. That was not the breath of God, that's the life of God. You see the difference? I was looking at that. The breath of God and the life of God is two different things. He breathed his life into man's nostrils and man became a living soul. But the life of God is Zoe life that can only be imparted to a man through the tree of life. That is Jesus himself. Are you getting it? So now, Manishana, Devam Agattu Vasikanola, an opportunity Manishan Kodukade, Avan Soyamaita, basically, Avan Nanma Malakuchola Vishatin Phalam Terranet the Pola, Avanento Chedan Chodichale, Devume, Ni and Natu Vasicha, Anigraham de Jivik in the Yan Tanda and Jivichola. That's what he did. That's what he did. That's what he did. I don't think he did it without knowing it. He knew it. He knew it. He did it because he loved Eve so much. He felt that he will lose Eve. You don't want to lose Eve to get that life. He could have avoided it. You go. I'm going to go with God. Okay. So now, മനുഷ്യൻ അന്ന് മുതല് നമ്മൾ നോക്കണം, മനുഷ്യൻ അന്ന് മുതൽ മനുഷ്യൻ ജീവിക്കുന്നത്. ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മളെ തന്നെ നോക്കിയേ, നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാവരുടെയും ജീവിതം നോക്കിയേ. We live by our own sweat. We live by the knowledge that we gain from the university or whatever education that we have. We are living by the fruit of those knowledge. Living by the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil. Are we getting it? Is that? You see the two different life. This has to be explained. എന്തെങ്കിലും മാത്രമേ Galatians 2:20 മനസ്സിലാത്തുള്ളൂ. The Christian life, in absolute Christian life, എന്താണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ you have to come to the original creation of man. So സൃഷ്ടിച്ചപ്പോൾ രണ്ട് വഴിയുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഒന്ന്, ദൈവത്തിന്റെ ഇൻഡ്വെല്ലിംഗ് പ്രസൻസ് മനുഷ്യനകത്ത് വന്നിട്ട് ആ ദൈവത്തിന്റെ ലൈഫിനകത്ത് ആശ്രയിച്ച് ജീവിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ലൈഫ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ദൈവത്തിന്റെ ലൈഫ് എനിക്ക് വേണ്ട, ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ പ്രയത്നത്തിന്റെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എൻ്റെ പ്രവൃത്തിയുടെ അധ്വാനത്തിന്റെ ഫലം കൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ കഴിച്ചോളാം. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ആദാമിന് അന്ന് തൊട്ട് വേർക്കേണ്ട വന്നത്. അന്ന് വരെ അവൻ വേർത്തിട്ടില്ല. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ ഓരോരുത്തരും നമ്മൾ ജീവിക്കുന്നത് 40 മണിക്കൂർ ജോലി ചെയ്ത് നമ്മുടെ പ്രയത്നം. God was not created us to be like that. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ ചിന്തിച്ച് നോക്കിയാൽ നമുക്ക് ചിന്തിക്കാൻ പോലും പറ്റത്തില്ല അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ജീവിതം അല്ലാതെ എങ്ങനെയാ ജീവിക്കുന്നത്. Fallen curse. That is a curse. That is a curse. You see that?
God re-emphasized it.
Yeah, that is a curse actually. ദൈവത്തെ കൂടാതുള്ള ജീവിതം curse. It is a curse. Absence of God is curse.
Yeah, I just want to say something. Romans chapter 8 verse 9, right? It's like ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the spirit of God dwells in you. So that is talking about the Zoe life of God, right? Yes. And it says, now if any man have not the spirit of Christ, he is none of his. So in the beginning, they had the breath of life, the spirit of God. Otherwise they would not be God's children, right?
The born of God,
right,
but not eternal life.
Right. The Zoe life they did not have.
He did not have. So we'll get that. That's why in Romans 5 we talked about what we lost in Adam, we got something much more. Adam didn't lose eternal life. What we got is like we got much more than, higher than what Adam lost. So what we lost comparing to what we got is something higher, something more. We get that? Okay. See. Here, look at that. Like, okay, I'll get there. So, eternal life was a choice to Adam. Eternal life was a choice to Adam. He had the life that is born of God, but God was not dwelling in man. That would happen only if by his own free will choice receive or eat the tree of life that is a representation of Jesus. Without the tree of life, without Jesus, there cannot be any creation come to the level of perfection. That's what it says. That's what it means. Without Jesus in any creation, it can never come to the perfection. And that was given to man as a choice. Because he had the free will. Man, I'm giving you the free will to come to the perfection that what I am planning, what I wanted you to be, or you can go ahead and eat the tree of the knowledge of good and evil and live under my judgment. You see that? Now, what was it? Now this is going to be really powerful. If Adam ജീവന്റെ വൃക്ഷം അന്ന് കഴിച്ചിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ, I believe, I can only say I believe, not even one person would ever go to the hell. ഒരൊറ്റ വ്യക്തി പോലും നരകത്തിൽ പോകത്തില്ലായിരുന്നു. എനിക്കൊന്ന് ടൈറ്റസിനകത്താന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു ദൈവം പറയുന്നത്, He doesn't want even one person to perish. How could that happen?